Jordan Peterson on Bitcoin. Quite a compelling experiment. What they don't want you to know about cryptos.
Elon Musk has recently objected to Bitcoin on the basis of, and maybe this is this a flaw? Bitcoin becomes more and more expensive to produce as we proceed through time. And the consequence of that is that we do in fact use up more energy, or at least that's in one form, which is computational energy. Maybe we gain that back in, efficiencies within the market itself. You could argue that. But what do you think about Musk's recent decision with regard to Bitcoin?
Welcome to Interweb Coins, where we cover crypto, the economy, and the people that influence it. We're here to lift the clouds, pull back the curtains, and give you a leg up in the world of crypto. If you watch to the end, you will know the latest updates about Bitcoin and what the big sharks are hiding from us, according to Jordan Peterson.
Wouldn't it be lovely if this all worked out? What does it say on the dollar bill? Isn't it in God we trust?
Yeah, but the actuality is in Fed we trust.
Yeah, well, so it's corrupted,
Yeah.
and you Bitcoin purists might be right about your presuppositions. I don't see any obvious manner in which the presuppositions of the Bitcoin community violate fundamental psychological principles. Quite the contrary. But, like I said, I'm not an economist, that's for sure, and there's lots of things I don't know, so I'd hesitate to give it my unwarranted stamp of approval, for whatever that's worth, and very little. But it's an extremely interesting experiment, and I find it quite compelling, the idea of a incorruptible storehouse of value. You store value in your reputation, and that means you store value in the ethics of your behavior. The Bitcoin notion, I suppose, in some sense, is you have an unerring marker for that now.
Right.
So, well,
I would.
Hey, that'd be something.
If I could add here, perhaps too, that we would also seek to store our economic value in the money with the best reputation. Right. That's what the U.S. dollar is currently. What gold is historically.
Yeah, and those are promises.
Yes.
Like fundamentally, you could ask, well, what is money? Money is a promise.
Yes, right.
So it's based on trust.
Contract with the future.
Absolutely. Yeah, and with strangers, right? With people you don't know, which is really quite remarkable. And so it's all dependent on interpersonal trust, and well, that's dependent on all sorts of fundamental things.
Right.
But because it's dependent on trust, you would think the most trustworthy currency, well, hopefully that would be the one that rises to the top.
Yeah, there's a work by a great thinker in the space named Nick Szabo, and he actually describes money as the trust minimized asset. And what he means by that is that wherever you can store your economic value that's maximally insulated from the opinions and actions of others, you don't need to trust others, right? We don't need to trust that you trust gold. Gold just has a market cap by the free market.
We can trust by assumption.
Yes, exactly.
Yes, and that actually constitutes wealth.
Minimizing interpersonal trust to maximize.
Absolutely. Well, I mean, maybe we'll get lucky, and what'll happen is that Bitcoin will roll itself out incrementally, within the confines of the free market system as it currently exists, and we'll be able to test these prognostications.
Yeah.
In an interview with famous YouTuber Keiser Report, Jordan Peterson explained his thoughts on the revolutionary potential of cryptocurrency and blockchain technology for social progress. Peterson believes that cryptocurrencies will give more people access to financial services, allowing them to access banking, investments, and other services without relying on a central institution. He touted the potential of blockchain technology to provide a secure platform for economic transactions, which could reduce fraud, increase efficiency, and lead to a greater financial inclusion. He also sees the potential of cryptocurrency to encourage more people to save more money instead of spending it, which he believes will improve the economy in the long run. Additionally, Peterson praised Bitcoin as a secure form of digital money that will resist manipulation or interference by governments or central banks. Jordan Peterson also believes that Bitcoin and its underlying blockchain can lead to greater financial inclusion, security, and efficiency in the global economy. He sees the potential of decentralization through cryptocurrencies to empower individuals with equal access to financial services and promote economic stability in the long run. Peterson is not the only famous person to get excited about Bitcoin and the blockchain technology. Warren Buffett, one of the world's most successful investors, has been quoted as saying, "I think Bitcoin will come to a bad ending." He believes that the digital asset is too volatile and is not backed by any tangible assets with intrinsic value. However, he does believe that the underlying technology of blockchain is revolutionary and has potential applications in many different sectors. Other well-known people who have expressed interest in blockchain include Bill Gates, former Microsoft CEO, Jack Dorsey, founder of Twitter, Richard Branson, founder of Virgin Atlantic Airlines, and Mark Andreessen, co-founder of Netscape. They all agree that while Bitcoin may be volatile, they see its long-term potential and the power of the blockchain technology. Many banks and financial institutions are also taking notice of blockchain. Banks such as Barclays, JP Morgan Chase, and Goldman Sachs have all begun to invest in the technology itself, or in startups that are developing applications on top of it. These investments demonstrate their faith in the potential of blockchain to revolutionize how transactions take place in different industries. As more people recognize the potential of Bitcoin and the blockchain technology, adoption and awareness will continue to grow. With this increased attention comes increased opportunities for entrepreneurs, investors, and traditional businesses to capitalize on this new form of digital asset and its underlying technology. Only time will tell what impact Bitcoin and blockchain will have on our world going forward. As we move into a new digital age, it's clear that blockchain technology is here to stay. Still, this doesn't mean that the crypto market is safe from economic downturns. The looming recession has pushed several crypto firms to start mass layoffs in efforts to cope with the monetary policy tightening in the US. For instance, Kraken, one of the most prominent crypto exchanges, is cutting 1,100 jobs. On the other end of the spectrum, non-crypto firms are also slashing jobs, including DoorDash, which is laying off 1,250 employees. Even the largest companies aren't safe. Twitter, which is led by the now second richest man in the world, Elon Musk, has laid over 50% of its staff off after Musk's $40 billion takeover. The mass layoffs have resulted in a sharp drop in the prices of stocks, and according to many investors, the worst is yet to come. But the opposite can be true for cryptocurrencies. This is because 54% of the crypto market investors are in unrealized losses right now. And according to historical data, markets bottomed at 35 to 45%, which means that investors will probably not sell to avoid further losses. In addition to that, if the Fed decides to cut interest rates or at least halts the aggressive interest rate hikes, we might see a correction in both stocks and cryptocurrencies. This chart shows the 2-year moving average and the 2-year moving average times 5 to create a band, to help to identify price extremes. The lower green moving average represents the best time historically to accumulate, and the higher red moving average represents the best historic time to sell. As you can see, the price of Bitcoin is now below the green bottom line, which has historically proven to be a good buying opportunity. While price could still go lower in the short term, buying anywhere under the green line and holding for a period of up to 5 years has historically proven to be a very profitable potential investment strategy. Will this time be any different? We hope this provides you with a bit more insight into the current state of the crypto space. It is important to see what the industry experts have to say and should be a pivotal part of your research. We want to remind you to continue to do your own research and not take this as financial advice. We hope that we have provided you with some value today. If you feel compelled to reciprocate, please like or subscribe, as this helps us positively impact more people like you. If you have yet to get on an exchange or are interested in finding out where we buy our crypto from, check out the video description below. Using our top exchange section to sign up for an exchange can also support the channel. We hope you tune in for future videos.